continue the conversation.
Oh, dear.
Yes, please, Edith, tell us more about going to the bathroom in Ireland.
Yeah, no.
It's on!
Hey, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to Disney Trivia Live. Am I here?
You're here, but all of a sudden there's an echo that wasn't there before.
And we're not at Disney Trivia Live either.
I know. I couldn't see this. I could hear the echo, so I got thrown off. Okay, so here we are. It's Disney Parks Talk Live, and I am your host, Rebecca Mosley, the co-founder of LaughingPlace.com. And with me, as always, is my husband, Doobie, the other co-founder of Laughing Place. Hi, Doobie.
And the other host.
Yeah, well, you know, hey, what do
I'm
you
not
want?
here because of my analytical knowledge, so I need a host label. Hey, thank you for having me today, host Rebecca. May I introduce the remainder of our team today?
Sure. I just felt like taking over for a moment. It was kind of fun.
Down there is the vice president of showing up in the nick of time, is the one and only Jeremiah Good. And the person down there, our Southern California correspondent, that would be Mike Celestino. How you doing today, Mike?
Wait.
So good.
Mike,
That's
you
not
changed. You don't sound like Mike.
Whoa.
I'm not good at impressions. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Actually, this is not Mike Celestino. Mike is actually a little busy today. He is on assignment, I think we call it in the biz. But we're so lucky to have coming to us all the way from around the world in Ireland, North Carolina. Edith is joining us. You may know Edith from her frequent forays into Disney Trivia Live, where she is funnier than the host. And we are pleased she has decided to take some time to talk to us about her recent visit to Disneyland Paris and all things Disney. So everybody, please welcome Edith.
Yay!
How happy are you to be here today, Edith?
So happy. Unbelievably happy.
I need a little more excitement, please.
I'm thankful she's awake, because isn't it, like really late at night or early in the morning?
We
or
just
something like that.
Just crossed over into Tuesday.
Yeah, no, this is late at night. So thank you for joining us. As some people understand that it is Edith from Down Under. Gideon says welcome.
Thank
We've
you,
got
Gideon.
lots
Edith
of
has her
people
own
saying
nation.
hi. I know Edith
You-
Nation is here.
Can Edith give us the winning lottery numbers then?
I can't help you.
All right, so as always, we are live as we're showing you with all these comments. Oh, even Gideon says welcome. So please, if you'd like to participate, if you have any questions, any comments, if you'd like Jeremiah to do any tricks, if you'd like Edith to say something with her cool accent, just put in the comments. We will do our best to accommodate you. Let's kick things off today with Disney World, which is continuing to bring news of its 50th celebration. Now, we did a special edition last week on Disney World's 50th, so we're not going to waste time going through all that again. Please check that out on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. But Disney World did give a ton of 50th announcements, including a new fireworks show, a date for Harmonious. And
I think the biggest news for Disney Parks fans, other than the events inside the park, is the revelation of 5 titles, one of which being a portrait of Walt Disney World, the kind of history of Walt Disney World. And those are available for pre-order. And all that information is found within our various articles on the 50th announcements made last week.
Yes. Is it my turn again?
Yep.
Okay, but also exciting, Tony's here. Thank you, Tony. So Disney World fireworks are starting on July 1st, which is Thursday, and there will be an amazing live broadcast of that with featuring, what amazing you mean? No, it's going to be amazing. I have faith in Tony. I have faith in Rebecca. I assume Jeremiah is going to be one of the camera people. So it's going to be amazing. We're going to be bringing you the debut of the Magic Kingdom and the Epcot fireworks on Thursday with a live show, anchored by Rebecca and Tony, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday.
Did Doobie disappear?
No, I think he froze. There he is.
Okay, I'm back.
He pulled a Max Headroom.
Anyway, hopefully I stay. Let me know if I get creepy and I can switch over to Wi-Fi.
No worries.
But as you can see, this is them testing. What's so funny?
You said if you get creepy, and I knew Jeremiah was about to say something. So,
so these were them testing on last Saturday. We actually did this live during Disney Trivia Live. Tony is filming. No, Tony is driving. Someone else is filming this, but it was pretty cool. So how Jeremiah, which one are you going to see, Magic Kingdom or Epcot?
I will be at Magic Kingdom seeing Happily Ever After for the first time, which is kind of fitting because I saw it the last night it was going. So they're on the last, they're on the first. I'm a little jealous that Mac is going to be over at Epcot just because Epcot Forever was something that I enjoyed the music to, and the fireworks were fun, but to see the new stuff coming over there would be exciting too.
I was surprised with the appearance of the fireworks that I got emotional. As Jeffrey says here, such a great sight coming up the road and seeing that. I'll admit it. When we got to go back to the parks after they reopened, I didn't get as misty as I thought I would. I thought I would get all misty, and I didn't. But when I saw those fireworks last night, or Saturday night, I was definitely all choked up.
Which brings me to my first question for our guest, Edith. When you walked into Disneyland Paris, did you cry?
No, I thought I would. It was the same thing. I'd waited so long, and then we got in, and I was just worried about doing all the stuff that I wanted to do that I'd waited so long. I didn't have time to cry.
Like that adrenaline, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Now, I know Jeremiah cried when he went back, so I think the moral of this story is Disney ladies have no heart.
Ouch! Thank you. Okay.
Well, it's just like, yep, that's true.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Can I, are we heading over to Disneyland now?
Yeah, sure.
Here's my transition. Are you ready?
Yes. That's gross. Looks like Storybook Land has reopened.
It is. It's back.
It's really exciting these days as day by day, things come back online, policies get back to normal. It is so cool. So Storybook Land was closed. It is now reopened. Masking at Disneyland has gone to where cast members don't have to mask outdoors anymore. I'm sure it's just a matter of time.
Walt Disney World.
Right.
Walt Disney World isn't even indoors anymore.
Right. And I'm sure Disneyland is on its way. So I know we have some friends who went there this weekend who ate at the hotel restaurants, which is now reopened, like Napa, Storyteller, Disneyland Hotel, and it's going to be opening soon. So I feel like we're that close to being totally normal. We're going to have parades going down Main Street. And we're going to be hugging Mickey Mouse. It's going to be beautiful. What's that look for, Jeremiah?
The parades, to kind of jump back a little bit. According to everything for Boo Bash and the 50th, we're going to have cavalcade still. So we'll see about parades.
They've got to come someday. I mean, parades aren't gone forever, right?
SeaWorld, Universal just started back up the Universal Superstar Parade.
That's
that
a
was
bad
not
parade.
It's a fun parade. The music just isn't great.
Oh, some visitors coming from Ireland over to Orlando.
Wow. Now, Edith, have you been? I know you're a Europe person, but have you been to Walt Disney World and Disneyland?
Yeah, many times.
Many times.
Very
times.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, have you done the parks in Shanghai or Hong Kong? Or are you part of what is that 7?
No.
Is it the 7 Castle Club? Is that what it is, Jeremiah?
6 Castle Club.
6. Well, I guess
Uh-huh.
because they've redone one of them now. It's 7 Castle or
Mhm.
something weird like that.
12 parks. That's the way to do it. The castles don't only count because you have to go to all the parks, including, as I'm sure Edith will mention, how amazing Walt Disney Studios Paris is.
The greatest Disney park of all time, yeah.
Do you feel that way, Edith?
I have no comment about that. At the moment, I think
free to comment all you want, Edith, please.
I think phase 3 coming into the studios is gonna take it to a whole nother level. But at the moment, because half of it is like a construction site,
Mm.
it is how it is.
That's always challenging when a park is in its growth phase, when it's in that kind of that in between, it's moving from one type to, to another, and you've got so much construction that can really kind of, I don't know what I don't want to say get in the way of the magic, because the magic's still there, but there's like this, you feel kind of a lack of investment because it's going to be so different when you come back again. So it's like that transition. But back at Disneyland, I know Doobie was really excited to share pictures of garbage cans.
So the resort has introduced, I don't know why they call them food waste bins. That sounds a little too Euro for me. These are the new garbage cans at Disneyland. And I don't even know what's new about them. I just know I love the fact that garbage is news on our website, and I wanted to make sure we showed this off. I suspect, Jeremiah, in your garbage experience, you could tell us more.
Jeremiah and his garbage experience. We are often featured, Laughing Place, on magicaltrash.com, the main source for trash cans on the World Wide Web. They actually thanked us we sent them this article when we were done with it. It's pretty much the trash can on the side that had for the cups and for the waste has been around for a while. It's the center one that's more of the compost, the food that can dispose of. So they're just kind of throwing everything out there. So it's, it's like when you went to the cafeteria when you were a kid, you had to scrape off, that, and you had to put something in that one, and then you had to throw that way.
We have breaking news. Mike Celestino, who covers Disneyland for us, is now available. So Mike, tell us about the trash cans.
Boy, do I love using those trash cans.
By the way, our son has come in with the appropriate comment, and that is, Laughing Places news is garbage, but those are cool trash cans.
Dude, this is your college fund, man. I wouldn't be talking too bad about it. Well, welcome, Mike Celestino. You're forgiven for being late. I know you've been busy, and you might even have to leave early, right?
Yeah, I'm just stopping in to say I saw Waterworld finally. That's it.
Tell us about it. How cool was it?
It was great. Every time I see that show, I am wowed by it, and I remember it being less cool somehow than it actually is, and it blows my mind. Especially that seaplane coming over the wall. How cool is that?
This is Waterworld at Universal Studios Hollywood, of course. I did watch your video. Now, I recently watched a video of Miami Vice. I also remember the A-Team. Is Waterworld just surpass them all?
I don't think I've seen those other two.
Jeremiah has opinions?
Jeremiah has opinions. Jeremiah has seen all three. I think Mike is having the memories of, I haven't seen this in so long. It's such a great show. And then he'll see it like 5 more times. He's like, oh, wow, that's just a seaplane that jumps over the wall. The rest of it.
Jeremiah is so wrong.
You are so wrong. That's like saying Tinkerbell's just a lady
just a
sliding down a wire.
Yeah, come on. So much more than that.
So a little behind the curtain, it is literally just a catapult. Like, that's all that plane is. It is a weighted catapult. It goes boom, boom, and that's it.
But there is something so cool about
the end result
being
is
there.
all that matters, my friend.
I know. He's so jaded.
The
Yoda's just a puppet. He's just like.
I just went and saw F9, The Fast Legacy, and they have a great comment about Yoda in that. If anybody's seen it, it's a good thing I can't say it on the air.
Thank you. Did you see the trailer too for Jurassic World Dominion?
No, I did not go to an IMAX. I know.
Only reason to go see that movie. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about on the West Coast, Mike? Since I know your time is short here, we will give you priority.
No, I'm going to be at Disneyland on Friday. I'm taking requests right now. I'll jot them down. What should I do? I'm doing the Matterhorn. Matterhorn is number
the
1.
Canoes.
Explorer canoes?
Yes.
The Explorer canoes.
Can you get a chimichanga and eat it on live?
Here's my thought with the Explorer canoes. I have a strap that will strap my GoPro to my head.
No, Doobie. No.
I love that idea. Oh, Mike Mack wants you to get him a churro.
Mike Mack, I'll mail you a churro.
He needs a churro.
But you do need to do the canoes and get a POV with the thing on your head the whole time. That would be great. That would be so great.
Can do.
I don't. So since that's on your head, you can also hold the gimbal and stream at the same time, right?
Well, no, I have to paddle.
He has to
You
canoe.
can't do that without paddling.
Just say you got like a bum arm or something. It's Disney. They're
They
not
will
gonna
yell
get
at
mad
you. I have
Yes.
been yelled at.
They will.
No row, no go.
Aw.
All right. So if we have any more requests, just put them in the comments. Mike Celestino, are we going to go live from there on Friday?
I would think so.
Okay, good.
I would hope so.
That's going to be awesome.
Can I request the canoes, but with 2 churros instead?
Oh, there we go. See, this is why Edith is here to
This
give
is
us
the
brilliant ideas.
outside the box thinking we
I
get from
know,
crazy
huh?
Europeans.
That's awesome.
Which is the only thing Mike would do with the churro, because I don't think he's going to eat them.
I don't think I can eat a churro.
No,
Please don't.
no, I don't. Yeah, no. Yeah.
All right. Anything else in the world of Disney? You had some other Disney World items, Rebecca, I believe.
I'm gonna
Wait,
say
wait.
goodbye.
Are you saying your goodbye?
I gotta go watch Black Widow, but
Okay,
Oh,
bye.
Poor
Bye.
baby. Poor
I
baby.
I was thinking that poor Edith has been hanging around with us long enough. Why don't we jump over to Paris for a while, and then we can kind of wrap up with the little odds and ends left here in America.
Okay, we will do that. Edith,
Hello.
step out of your home down under, cross over the Eiffel Tower, and let's go to Paris. So,
Can you imagine?
Paris reopened on June 17th, I believe.
Mhm,
Edith
so-
was able to be there. Go ahead, tell us about it.
So there was annual pass holder previews on the 15th and 16th. I was only able to make the 16th, but it included a soft opening for the new Cars Road Trip attraction.
Ooh.
New attraction. Retheme of the Studio Tram Tour. There it is. Which I don't know if you've seen the videos or not.
Yes. And I do have a question. I'll wait, but I have a serious question about that.
I'd imagine. I had a lot of questions. It's good. It's definitely it's good for kids, I suppose, if they're fans of cars, or adults who are fans of cars. But I never thought that I would miss the Studio Tram Tour so bad.
Oh, that's funny, really. Wow.
Really?
Is it about the same length as the previous experience when you were on the tram, or is it much
No,
shorter, longer?
It's so much shorter. I think the whole trip around, like, we were in the line for longer than we were on the ride, and the wait time was only like 15 minutes.
Wow.
And that's kind of how, sorry to jump in, that's how the tram tour ended up here at the studios at the end of its day, where it was, you went out, you did Catastrophe Canyon, you came right back.
Mm-hmm.
Is that essentially what it is, Edith?
So, like, before, when it was the tram tour, it was always a 5-minute wait, but you would be on it for like what seemed like days. It's like the complete opposite now.
Oh, wow. What a change.
Mhm.
So my wife hasn't gotten to the pictures of Catastrophe Canyon. What's it actually called?
Cars Catastrophe Canyon now.
Oh, clever. But there it is. So we're thinking this was pretty cool before, but now they're trying to drown a sentient being. Is that the way it feels when you're actually on it?
Yeah, I mean, so half of the narration is in French, and I don't speak a whole bunch of French. And I think the main plot points for this Cars Catastrophe Canyon part is in French. So I really don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, it just like flames, and then it's coming towards you, and there's water. It's, and then you drive off.
Are you hearing from the tanker theoretically? I mean, is he talking to you about his predicament?
No, so it's supposed to be, I think, from what I gathered, an attraction you see along Route 66, and Cruz Ramirez and Sally are, telling you about what you're seeing.
Okay.
But again, it's pretty much just the same as it was before, except they repainted it.
And he's got eyes. I mean, that's the key difference. You don't put Mickey Mouse in a situation like this and say, "Hey, Mickey, try to swim." But they're doing that to this poor tanker. And even in the stills they released before, you're like, "Is this really going to feel like this?" They're real. They're beings, and you're telling me that's
I don't know why they do it to him, but they did.
I know you didn't cry when you entered the park. Did you cry when he almost died?
I can't say I did.
Thank you.
I don't know if that makes me a bad person, but.
I like Money at 30. Sorry to cover up your face there, Jeremiah, but Money at 30 says, instead of shoehorning in a story, they car horned in one.
Tony, stop making up fake names when you post comments. So Edith, since we're talking about sentient beings, were you disturbed when you pulled in and Mater was just surrounded by body parts of different cars?
You guys are so dark.
Yeah, no, so I thought that they were going to be more like in the American parks, like more animatronic, maybe like moving a little bit, but they're not. It's just the eyes that kind of move. But Mater's doesn't. So he's just, it's like, when you put it into context, him just surrounded in this like scrap heap makes it a lot stranger.
This whole thing just sounds so bizarre. I'm sad that I'm too far away to go experience it.
Does it feel like it was something that was done quickly just to make a change and get some IP in there? Which is not like Disney, I know, but does it have that feeling?
Yeah, definitely. But I think it's good. Like, so to get to the attraction, they built a whole new land, if you will, like a walkway. That's actually great. It's so good that there's more space to walk now. So that's the highlight for me. But I think moving into phase 3 with like Arendelle and Avengers Campus, it's nice to see the space opening up for the first time.
Is there a lot of thought, like what Jeffrey says here, where this feels like it's temporary, that we'll see something else come into the space later? Or is it more that it's just kind of a lesser development of a project that's going to be much grander, so this won't stand out maybe in the same way that it does now once you've got everything else happening?
I think it will probably be around until Arendelle is open.
Yeah.
Frozen. Okay. And then they'll just axe it all together, I think.
Do you think that Arendelle, because it's frozen, the additional water from there along with the canyon will be enough to finally drown them, and that's why it's going to go away?
So Edith, I have.
By the way, pro tip for Jeremiah: you can just talk. Okay.
I haven't watched any of the videos because I don't want to spoil anything. And when I was out there last, I was there like one of the last days of the tram tour, and I saw that they were building the new walkway. It's kind of in between Ratatouille and the Toy Story, right? Like that walkway seems really small. Does it open up when you get back in there further?
The walkway, so there's one that's like a tunnel in between Toy Story and Ratatouille. Is that the one?
Yes.
So that's the same as it was, but now when you walk through the tunnel from Ratatouille into Toy Story Playland, straight on, it's like this whole new walkway. I suppose it used to be backstage, but they've cleared it out.
It's strange. I'm just picturing, like, there's the Cars ride way up in the front next to Crush Coaster, and then keep walking, and then look, here's more Toy Story.
Yeah, you have to walk through so you pass Cars, through Toy Story, and then reach the next bit of Cars.
This is an interesting conversation. Rebecca, do you wonder which one of the Disney Parks Talk Live crew has actually been to the international theme parks, showing off their knowledge here?
I wonder who it is on our team who has been to Paris.
I would like to also point this out. This is also on one of my trips.
Yes, this is true. The tram tour. No, that's right. You did kill the tram tour. You were the last person there.
No, I was there one of the last days of the tram tour. I was there the day before the fire that destroyed most of
Well,
it. Yeah.
we also got a lot of really great images around Disneyland Paris from Edith. So I want to share some of those so that she can share how beautiful the park is too, because I am extremely jealous of Jeremiah, and I think everybody else on the team who has been to Disneyland Paris. I have yet to see this gorgeous park.
It looks so good at the moment. It really, in my entire lifetime, I've never seen it look so good. There was just so many characters out. Like, everything's been repainted. The water looks clean and fresh. It was sunny. Like, all of the food options are out. It's so good.
Nice buckshot.
There
Good
was a
job,
duck
Edith.
There was a duck
shot.
shot.
It made everybody very happy.
Oh, I
Very,
thought you
very
shot a duck, but now I get what you're saying.
I had not seen this before that I had paid attention to it. I like the colors and the sun. It's on the face. This is cool. Had you seen this before, Juby? Oh, you're like distracted in the moment. But
No, I'm watching. I don't remember what I just know that the Small World at Disneyland was made to look different because the one in Paris looked good. So that's why they changed the way it looked at Disneyland. Yeah, I know my history.
I didn't know that, but I saw this picture. I was like, oh, that's really pretty. I like it.
Oh, this is why I want to go to Paris. I want to go underneath the river. I do it here in San Francisco and BART, but it seems cooler to do it for Big Thunder Mountain.
I think that's one of my favorite things about Paris is that you do get to go underwater. Not underwater, but under the
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Is it?
The
What's that?
Nautilus walkthrough is underwater. Too. Oh, okay.
What's that water? What waterway is that, Jeremiah?
Oh, I'll let Edith answer that.
That's a cop out, I think.
I was trying to put you on the spot, and it worked.
Yeah.
The rivers of America is something weird. Like, I always want to call it the Western River. No, that's something that I give up.
What is it, Edith?
What is it, Edith?
I think it's Rivers of the West.
Oh
See?
my goodness.
See? Okay, good. Not just me.
Apparently, it's one of those things where it's like, does it stick in the head? I understand that. Oh, the
Rivers of the
Aristocrat
Far
trio.
West. Rivers of the Far West.
Far West.
All right, continue.
Is this a sculpture that's there often, or is
this was like brand new. They had all this like topiary out for the reopening. So there was this, there was Bambi. I think there was some more, but they were brand new.
Oh, that's adorable. I love it. Marie and Toulouse
Like that.
Breeze playing.
Marie, the Beckus. What
And the
happened to
castle.
They got a Picasso treatment there.
I know.
Is it under refurb?
It is. So it's under refurb until they're doing it up for the 30th anniversary, which is April next year. I think this angle doesn't look great.
No, but this one shows off the fairies. You can see Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather in the art here.
I like
So-
that.
Yeah.
Adventureland.
I saw this on Minecraft. This is how they did it.
I didn't
So-
have high hopes for it because I was in California when their castle was being done up there, Sleeping Beauty Castle there, and I wasn't too impressed with the scrim, the tarp.
Mm-hmm.
But when I first came down Main Street in Paris, I was like, wow, it actually looks really good. All things considered.
I was surprised at how pretty this looked here. It didn't. It still had the dimension, and I guess they have this like pavilion. They have the turrets are like separated out from the layers. I don't know if you guys can tell at home looking at the images on your screen, but it's really well done. Especially this, I thought, with the pavilion, what I would call a pavilion.
I have a
Still
question.
on the other side. Yes, Mr. Juby.
So Edith, having been to several parks, but this being her home, Disneyland Paris Castle to me seems far and away the most amazing castle
Yeah.
in the world. Is it going to disappoint me, or does it live up to it?
Oh no, I agree. I think it is the most beautiful castle.
And those
No
square trees,
competition.
the thing I always love the most are those square trees around it. Those are so cool.
The dragon underneath as well.
Is that still there?
It is, but it's closed at the moment for the refurbishment.
Okay.
Edith, you may not know this, but we've actually had a chance to become friends with the Imagineer who at the time was the sculptor on that project. Yes, Jeremiah.
what did you guys do to this poor child?
He has his mother's taste.
What, you don't like it either?
I'm not as big of a fan of it as everybody else. However, I tend to keep quiet on that because I haven't seen it in person.
Which one is your favorite then?
I love Cinderella Castle. I just really do. I know people prefer Sleeping Beauty Castle because it's so quaint, but but I'm partial to Cinderella Castle, especially when it has a paint scheme different than the one it currently has. So
yeah, she likes the pink one. I don't know if you could.
No, I do not. No, I don't.
So, quick question: what is the best Castle Plus version? Like, to me, I think Disneyland Paris is the best castle. But when Cinderella Castle has the dream lights on it, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
You really like those lights, don't you?
They're amazing.
Have you seen the Disneyland Paris when they did it for Hunchback, where they had the crowns on it? That was probably one of the most amazing castles I've seen.
Okay,
Did you take pictures of it? Did you take pictures of it for Laughing Place, Jeremiah?
That was before I made it out there.
Oh, bummer.
Like
Okay.
15 years ago.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, I'll pull up a picture so I can see what you're talking about. But that sounds amazing.
Okay, Disneyland, Tokyo. Why would you separate Magic Kingdom and Tokyo? They're the same. Hong Kong, Shanghai. DLP is dead last. Oh, my.
Here we go. Disneyland Paris, all the way. Mike Max got the right idea. The Laughing Place crew needs to go to Disneyland Paris to figure this out.
Next year in Paris.
Also, Team Jess is saying, Jess is saying Team Doobie with the dream lights.
Smart lady.
I will say that I bet this castle looks really pretty at twilight because the color scheme of this castle must pick up the sunset just beautifully.
Oh, I'm looking at some DLP sunset pics. That's amazing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think I like it best early in the morning because it is so pink. Normally the sky is gray. So on a sunny day, when you come down, it is just so pink. It's ridiculous.
That's the 5th anniversary with the Hunchback. I actually liked it. And the colors
that is so goofy.
That is so bad.
No, it's not. But it's goofy.
The castle is so elegant, and then they've just turned it into...
Do you remember this, Edith?
I don't think he was born yet.
Yeah, no.
I didn't want to say it, but
I didn't think so, but I thought perhaps it might be a very young memory, so I thought I'd toss it out there.
The first time I was there was the 10th anniversary.
Oh, check out my debit card design is the castle at sunset.
No, that is not what that says.
Yeah, it does.
Edith, can you read that properly?
Le Château de la Belle Bois Dormant.
Wow.
Okay, so since we have a true Disneyland Paris expert here,
I
want to note that if I have a very short trip, if I I'm actually not there to see Disneyland Paris, I'm there to see all the other beauty of Europe, and I just have a little bit of time. As a U.S. fan, somebody who's lived in the parks here, give me 5. What would be 5 things that you would say you must do before you leave a Disneyland Paris park? And you don't have to, and this could be somewhat personal too. You don't have to put on a tourism hat or anything like that. Just
honestly,
knowing me a fan.
I say this all the time, but Disneyland Paris Park, you could literally do everything in one day. So it's not like you will miss out on a lot, but if I had to pick 5, I would say Phantom Manor, probably number 1. The Dragon, if it's open. Big Thunder Mountain. I feel like that doesn't need to be said.
Space?
I don't think it's necessary at the moment. It's Hyperspace Mountain currently. Okay. So it's not... Go see it, definitely. See it from... just walk around Discoveryland.
Okay.
And admire it.
Kyle also brings up an excellent attraction that should be high on the list.
Pirates. Do you agree, Edith? Pirates. Doobie doesn't like pirates.
So I loved our Pirates, and then I went to the American parks for the first time and was like, wow, this is amazing.
Oh,
Mhm.
It's funny how the way you experience things will it can impact you. Because like I know Jeremiah, you put the Paris Pirates higher than Walt Disney World, right?
yes, very much so.
Really?
Yeah, because Paris has the dueling pirates and the pirates that swing across, where Disneyland
Oh,
and
um,
Walt Disney World have Disneyland has the best pirates, period. But Disneyland Paris, Shanghai Disneyland has the best
the
pirates
best.
worldwide.
Mhm.
But
I meant to say actually, and you've just reminded me. I never posted about it anywhere, but the swinging pirate's currently missing.
Oh,
He's my favorite. I got on it and was like, "Where is he?"
Oh,
things have gotten a little more Puritan at Disneyland Paris, apparently. No more swinging. Two things that I always thought I wanted. What's wrong with you people?
nothing.
Two things I always thought I wanted to do when I'd look at pictures at Disneyland Paris. Neither of you mentioned. The Alice Maze looks so cool. Is it not that cool?
No.
cool.
And
It was cool when I did it when there was nobody else in there, but I'm sure Edith has done the exact same thing where there's thousands of kids running into you and jumping over things and pushing you out of the way to try to get somewhere.
Mhm.
fine. The other is the amazing Indiana Jones coaster there.
Oh no. I feel like I'm not making a good.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that
No,
one.
all parks have their highs and lows.
I think if you could avoid, if you could avoid one, I would avoid Indiana Jones.
Really, that bad? Okay.
It's not bad. It just is painful.
So
Oh.
my fifth one would have been the Nautilus walkthrough, just because I'm a 20,000.
I love the Nautilus. Yeah.
Now I want to know food items. Is when you got back to Disneyland Paris, is there some like treat that you were particularly excited to be sampling again?
They have crepes, which I enjoy very much, but Disneyland Paris doesn't really have like its own special food items like the American parks do. So like there's no churros, no Dole Whip, like no turkey legs, stuff like that. So the crepes is probably the thing for me, just like a Nutella crepe.
Any food item that isn't necessarily like special per se, but a dish you like. For example, for me, one of the things I love when I go to when I go to Magic Kingdom, they have it's a waffle with the spicy chicken, and it's a little sandwich over at Sleepy Hollow. And that's, it's not like theme park food, but yet it's for me, that's like a Magic Kingdom dish. And when I'm going to Magic Kingdom, I'm excited because I know I'm going to get my spicy chicken waffle sandwich. Anything like that for you
Yeah,
at the resort?
It's actually not even in the Castle Park. It's in the studios, but the in Bistro Chez Remy, beside Ratatouille, they do cod with ratatouille on the side, and it's just because it's in the attraction, same way like Blue Bayou is and stuff, where you can see into the attraction. So to eat ratatouille in Remy's restaurant, like looking into the ratatouille attraction, probably my favorite.
I did not know that.
Me either. I love that. That is so cool. Okay, see, so now that's on my list when I go to Paris.
And sadly, we're not getting that here.
Do they have, I picture like stands with like, you can get escargot and a cart over here and stuff like that. Do they have that in Paris?
No.
You're thinking of
no
food
escargot.
and wine.
I know, that sounds like food and wine at Epcot. They have escargot.
I thought escargot was like, like us eating popcorn.
Like popcorn, yeah.
We're just popping in a snail here and there. That's not how it works out there?
No.
You get caramel flavored kettle snails.
So embarrassing. So
it's in Disneyland Paris anyways. It's mostly just like the same, like cheeseburgers and like meat, fish. There's nothing too strange.
Fancy. Popcorn? Do they sell popcorn?
Yeah.
That is a French
Good
thing.
popcorn. Good popcorn.
Can you get wine at a cart at least? Because I know wine is
Yeah.
good in France.
You can get, not at the moment, I think, but you can get normally when Illuminations was still running, you could buy champagne from the carts on Main Street and drink it and watch the fireworks.
Nice. Paris, the city of lights. Go ahead, Rebecca.
Oh, this is just me saying, hey, I know a hotel also has made its debut.
A brand new hotel, right, Tony?
Uh,
It is brand new.
yes, it sounds amazing. Edith, tell us about it. I know you
It's
got
so
to check
good.
it out.
It's unbelievable. I couldn't believe the difference between what it was before as just Hotel New York and what it is now. Just it's like the amount of art in it is incredible. There's like 95 artists or something worked on it. I got to speak with a couple of the cast members there, some of the managers, and they were just explaining like how much all of them really care about Marvel and the art of Marvel and the cinematography and everything. It's just so cool. So cool.
This piece is hard to tell because of the screen, and I can't make it larger, but this is like made up of smaller Spider-Mans. It's not just
Loads
like
of tiny Spider-Man.
yeah, it's not just like little red. It's like actual like lots of little Spider-Mans all put together. I love that. And this entryway with the beautiful like red carpet, but then the black and white panel, the black and white art is so a clever design choice because it really just draws your eye.
It does. So there's that on. So there's two entranceways. They face each other, and then the lobby is in the middle. So those murals are on both sides, and then on the left side you have the trio of Iron Man suits, and then a hidden Mickey made out of Captain America shields, which is very cool.
Very cool.
Are you a big Marvel fan, Edith?
I wouldn't say like massive, but quite big.
Okay, not as big as Mac.
Definitely not.
And this is totally up there at the top of the Mike Mac bucket list right now.
Of course.
So many beautiful images that you brought us, Edith. As I flip through these and you're talking about the hotel, if there's something in particular you want to showcase, just describe the picture and I'll pull it up for you to talk about. But otherwise, I'll just keep following along as we talk about it.
Sure. Yeah.
They featured a lot of. There were a lot of like. Were there specifically like dated pins for the event date or just opening? Because with COVID, I feel like it's been much harder for them to have kind of that dated event merch that fans love.
No, I really thought there would be. I was really banking on there being some. I wanted to buy them all, but they're just open edition. There's a bigger one as well that just has the Hotel New York Art of Marvel on it. But then there's so many hotel exclusive items like lanyards. There's a room spray.
What?
A room spray.
Like a Febreze kind of thing?
What kind of fragrance?
I don't know. It was because of COVID. You can't, I suppose, test it. But
right.
It looks like just like a tall perfume bottle. I think it was €60, which is like $55 or something. It's just a room spray. I suppose it's what they use in the rooms themselves in the hotel, so your house can smell like Art of Marvel then.
Rebecca.
Yes.
Yes. Spider-Man, I believe.
See, it's right here. It's called Parfum d'Ambiance.
I would like to know from our panel what Marvel character you would like your home to smell like.
That's it there in the middle, yeah.
There, I figured out finally how to make it larger. That's amazing.
I thought it was quite cool, actually.
Yeah, me too.
That's such a weird item.
I'm just trying to figure out what it would. I'm just trying to think like what would the focus be? Because Doobie loves. I don't know. Everybody who watches knows. My husband enjoys fragrances. If you were to step into his shower, you would see a row of like cotton candy and strawberry and vanilla, and it's just a row of flavors of the day for his shower gels. And so for Father's Day, we bought him. A company makes the Magic Candle Company makes fragrances based upon like theme parks and stuff, and so we bought him a set, and they have like a pineapple whip, so it smells like Dole Whips and things like that.
They do really good stuff.
Yeah, so I've just tried to think, what would it smell like? For example, Kyle says that. Whatever it was that was in the Hotel Santa Fe was musky. So
that wasn't after the room was made. That was the entire time.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
We actually had our house smelling like the ET attraction the other day, the ETQ. That's one of the fragrances, so that's what we had going on here.
That horrible ride is worth it now, so I could get that amazing scent. Edith, did you get to see any of the actual rooms in the hotel?
I didn't, unfortunately, but I will be back very soon to stay there and enjoy the room scent.
But she did get to see the cast. I like the name badge has the Captain America shield on it.
So they get to choose their own symbol that they want on their name tags.
Oh. What other ones do they have? Like
I think it's just sort of I think it's just the main ones. I just saw like Thor, Captain America, I think Spider-Man were the only three that I saw. I suppose everyone kind of goes for the same three. I assume there's more, but they seem to be the most popular.
I want to be, what's his name? The bow guy?
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye with a little arrow there. I think that'd be kind of cool. He probably smells good too, so maybe that's the scent.
Hold on.
I'm going to take us back over to Disneyland Paris for a bit so we can talk about Buzz Lightyear and some other fun things, if that's okay. I guess
we'll just move away from the Hawkeye thing.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Is this Discoveryland?
It is Discoveryland, yeah.
It doesn't feel like Discoveryland feels in all the pictures I've seen. This doesn't look steampunky.
Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast never really fit in with Discoveryland, but it is still good. Like it never fit in the whole Jules Verne theme, but I think it looks really good. I think it really needed the refurbishment. Like it's so bright now, it looks so good. It matches the attraction inside, I think more so.
Do these Z's light up, or is it more like Walt Disney World where they don't light up?
No, they light up. Yeah.
Okay. That's what they do at the Disneyland Resort. They don't at Walt Disney World, as I recall.
This one was, I believe it's an exact duplicate of Disneyland's because it's built in the Circle Vision Theater also. So they just kind of took everything they had here and went plop there.
Oh, okay. That makes
Pretty
sense.
much, yeah.
Does Buzz speak French?
He does, yeah.
Cool.
Is there something unique about this beautiful tree here?
So this was I wish I was able to find more backstory for this from the cast members, but this is in the Phantom Manor queue along the side. So there's a sort of garden. It's got a fountain, a gazebo, and a tea set. But the premise is that all the plants are supposed to be dead or dying, or there's no life, there's no flowers. So when we came back for the reopening, this whole new bush had been planted with all of these like fallen petals, and there's definitely a backstory to it that I couldn't find out from the cast members, but I'd like to know.
Okay.
That would be so weird to go away from like for a year or roughly, and then come back and it would be alive with beautiful green and blooms.
It was definitely intentional.
Right? It's very.
It was, yeah.
I was gonna say I find it very encouraging and delightful, given how heavy everything has been over the past year. To come back and to have that flowering bush, I think is very, very pretty. So
yeah, there was a lot of just like subtle changes made all around the park, places that were never things were never announced, or so there was these flowers, and then also in the little there's like a teapot. In a gazebo nearby, also at Phantom Manor, they added a whole new table to that, just like a table with another, I think, a bouquet of flowers on top that are also dying, but are supposed to be dying. They added stuff like that all around the place, all different attractions. Just attention to detail is really good at the moment.
I was just thinking when Walt Disney built Disneyland Paris, I'm pretty sure he made one small living plant as a sign that
exactly.
Disneyland Paris will never be complete. As long as there's imagination. By the way, about 3-4 weeks ago, I had a dream that I went to Disneyland Paris, and the only thing I rode was Phantom Manor. So I'm good on this one now. I feel like I've been there.
That's a successful trip.
Yeah. So when I go, I can do all the other stuff back there. I don't have to worry about that. It's a good dream.
And as we're talking about the little things, there's a Black Widow symbol on the burger.
Yeah. Oh, they love doing that on the burgers over there. I think every time I've gone, they've had a different burn on the burger.
I love it so much. I'm one of those people that buys into it. The symbols on the burgers. So there was this one, and there was also a BB-8 burger, which is how it's spelled. But the bun itself is actually orange when you bite into it.
Oh, ew.
Wow.
Yeah. But so I think they have the same sort of licensing issues with some of the Marvel characters, as I know are in the States. So, like, for example, this wasn't called Black Widow. It was called, like, I think the Spy Burger. And then there was like a Spider-Man ice cream that was called Speeder-Man instead of Spider-Man. I just love stuff like that.
Do you eat it or do you save it in like a collector?
The burger?
The bun. You can eat the meat, but the
Just,
bun.
just ignore him, Edith. If you,
Edith, you played Disney enough. You
He's
should
crazy.
Know to ignore Doobie.
he's crazy. And Money is asking, is it still the season of superheroes?
It's not.
Season.
So they actually they have all of the first season of the superheroes. They have all these big Marvel statues and busts. They've moved all of those to Art of Marvel. So now when you're walking in, you pass by all of those giant statues. There's one of Black Panther right at the entrance.
Oh wow, that sounds beautiful.
It is very cool.
Spider-Man.
Any other highlights or anything I've skipped over in dragging your pictures out for you, Edith?
I think that's pretty much it.
Can you really do all of Disneyland Paris in one day? I mean, I know people say stuff like that, but have you ever put that to the test?
We did it last week.
I can tell you when I went during the normal times, it's very easy. Like, you start to hit the point. I mean, other than Big Thunder Mountain and possibly Space Mountain with their queues, everything else you can pretty much get on and walk around and then go back on 3 more times.
No, we made it a challenge to do it last week, and we smashed it.
Wow.
Both parks as well, not just Disneyland Park.
You did everything in both parks in one day.
Yeah.
when you travel to Paris, is it by train, by plane? These are the important questions our viewers are watching.
By plane, but there's also that giant bridge that I mentioned before that goes straight from my house into the park.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, so sometimes I just walk.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course.
Forget where she
Otherwise,
lives,
I know. Sorry, I forgot.
You don't take the channel?
I used to from England.
I would never pass up a chance to take the channel. That seems like the coolest thing in the
He
world.
would like go out of his way to go by.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take a direct flight. I'm going to fly.
My dream job is being like a channel engineer, just riding back and forth under the English Channel.
Like a
That's
mole
pretty awesome.
person. I married a mole person, apparently.
Yeah.
Have you been there in the winter when it's snowing?
Oh yeah. Halloween and Christmas are sort of my favorite times to go. I think Disneyland Paris, if you're going to go any time of the year, Halloween is the best.
Sure, Maya, stop.
Because of the decor, because of the what is it about
the
Halloween in
characters,
Paris?
the food offerings, the decor. So they've started doing this thing. I think they started it last year or the year before, where they do a Frontierland. It's all Coco themed. And they have all of like the flowers from Coco, all of the lights. It's just the most beautiful thing ever.
And one of my dreams is to see a Disney theme park just covered in snow. Because whenever those pictures come out from Paris or Tokyo, it just looks so pretty. I'm jealous you've got to experience that.
It's great in theory, but then a lot of the outdoor attractions close when it starts snowing. So like Big Thunder Mountain normally goes down. All of this, like the smaller ones, like Dumbo and Orbitron, all go down when the snow hits.
All right. Well, who wants to ride those anyway? I just want to see it. Yes, like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's Aurora lived that way back in the day, so it's kind of an ode to her.
It's just a weird. I
Look
mean,
at the Phantom Manor in the snow. That's weird.
So pretty.
It's just so hard to imagine or believe.
Can you hold this picture for a second? Where is the queue for this thing? Do you just walk up the stairs and walk right in?
Yeah, so you see where the gate is, the little stairs?
Yeah.
To the left
Maybe.
of that?
Yes.
Left again?
Over here?
Yeah, you go up that way and around the way that Disneyland is.
Okay. So those stairs aren't used?
I think they used to, but I haven't seen the gate open in a long time.
When I was there just after they had opened it up, when it was slow, they were just sending people up there, and I had to ask to go through the queue.
It looks like it never looks like it's really a part of the theme park, like decor. It doesn't look like it's made to carry guests going through there to me for some reason. Plus, in that upper left window, you can see Norman's mother kind of rocking back and forth too, and that's kind of cool.
You're so weird.
You got anything else?
No, I'm good.
Oh, you overlay.
I was gonna say, do you want me to keep?
Wouldn't it though?
Do you want me to
really
keep
would.
scrolling? Did you want to see more of Paris in the snow? Or are you good?
Well, I want to know why Edith thinks Hyperspace Mountain isn't all that.
Oh no, it is. I love Hyperspace Mountain. I love Star Wars so much. So anytime I get to like the Star Wars in the parks, I'm all about it. But the original was just so different and so special. Even Mission 2 was quite good. So I like it as a temporary, but I do wish that it would return someday, the original version.
Have you been able to ride Ride of the Resistance yet?
No, it is like I can't even tell you how badly every day I want to. So I went to Galaxy's Edge, but it was like 3 weeks before Rise opened, and then the pandemic happened, so I haven't been able to return.
Well, let me tell you, Edith, it is amazing. It is going to blow your mind. You should be so jealous of everyone that's ridden it, and every day you should just scratch your eyes out that you don't.
Sometimes,
I'm excited for you.
I genuinely just like sit here on YouTube and watch people on it. I get so excited.
Oh, that's awesome!
It's amazing. Have you taken a Disney cruise?
No, I was hoping to do they have a UK only cruise happening this year, but it
didn't happen, huh?
No, I was hoping to get on that, but not anymore.
Okay.
Oh well, we're fingers crossed for the future ship. So,
would you recommend them or no?
Cruises? Oh, we think Disney cruising is the greatest Disney vacations like out there.
There's no close second.
Yeah, it's
even if you don't like being on a boat.
We always joked that we would never take a cruise. We were like, "That's what would you do? You're just in this boat all week, and it sounds horrible." And but in fairness, we do love being on the water. Like some of the things that we've done over the years at Walt Disney World, we always make sure to like rent a pontoon boat, and we would always, catch a ferry or whatever. So, so we enjoy being on the water in boats, but there's no comparison between being in a tiny little boat versus these cruise ships, because the stabilizers that they have just make such a difference. And where you book your room will make such a difference in just whether you feel like you're actually at sea or not. So I take that out of it because that's so like a personal experience thing. Yeah. So for us, that's not any kind of issue.
Do you hate boating completely, or it's just not a big deal for you?
I like being on the water, but cruises are, I get seasick quite easy.
All right, so put that aside. You'll be fine.
Some of the bands that they have out there, I know that when I've gone with friends, the seasick bands like work amazingly well, and that like the difference was almost day and night in between two cruises after one of my friends got one of the bands.
And I can never remember which, but one of the Caribbean routes is always a more calm experience than the other Caribbean route, and so I've heard travel agents kind of guide people more towards one than to the other. But in all honesty, once you get past the first hour of cruising for us out of Port Canaveral, like there's a transition because that's when they can kick those stabilizers into the boat. And so that first hour is when I notice that I'm on a boat. Once those stabilizers kick in, then very, very rarely beyond after that point do I really have that kind of that motion, that motion I become aware of it. But the experience itself is that Disney level of hospitality from from morning until night. The food is tremendous. The cast members, everywhere you go, are so amazing. You're totally pampered the entire time you're there. Characters, just everywhere you turn. I'm playing shuffleboard with Gideon, and Peter Pan shows up and just joins us and starts playing a little bit of shuffleboard with us, and then disappears. Just that was fun, and then he's off. And a friend of ours went with a toddler. Well, no, not an infant. And they were at the nursery, and we were all having dinner, and she left to go check on her son. And when she arrived in the nursery, he was in a rocking chair in Cinderella's arms.
Oh.
Cinderella was rocking the baby. I'm like, oh, come on, that doesn't happen in the theme park. It's like the difference between a grand event with the Disney characters versus like a cup of tea or a lunch with the character. For me, there's like a personal feel of cruising, and you meet people on the cruise, which I am so like I don't do. Like Doobie goes and meets everybody, but on a cruise, you'll run into people with trivia contests, and especially if you go to the Disney trivia contest, then you're gonna find people who are as crazy Disney as you are, and so it's really fun to connect, and you get to connect with that like Disney passion, which is not always the easiest thing to do because, we're a different kind of fan. Like it's just a little bit more, so that's fun too. So I'll talk to you more about it sometime. I can't say enough good things about Disney cruising. I think they're really an amazing experience, amazing vacation, and totally different than theme parks, but yet magnificent. Right, Jeremiah?
I love the cruises. But back to Europe, what was your favorite part about the entire your trip over there?
I feel like just saying being there is a cop-out answer, but just being back. I mean, it's been 8 months since they were last open, but it was 11 months since I was last there. So just getting to be back in a Disney park, and especially they I think have so many characters out at the moment. That first week anyways, like everywhere you look, there was like one of the cavalcades or, like Captain Hook is up on a balcony, just waving his sword around. And it was very magical. I don't know. I felt like a child again. I'd say again, but yeah. It just, had you been to no, you hadn't been there since they put the masks and everything in play. What was it like being in the park with the mask over there? It was fine. I mean, it was hot, so that was an issue. But it's definitely the restrictions in the park at the moment are a lot more intense than they are, obviously, in the States at the moment. Like if you even think about taking your mask off, walking around, they'll come and get you. But it's totally fine.
So it sounds like the earliest days of the reopening at Walt Disney World, because that initially in Orlando it was that way, where you didn't take that mask off unless you were in the action of eating.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think it's really good. It wasn't a problem. The social distancing as well is really good, and I'm happy that the characters don't have masks on. Yeah, that's a plus for me.
Oh, even the face characters don't wear masks there? Obviously, the furries don't. But oh, a dumb question.
But I don't. They didn't do that at Walt Disney World either. They were, the princesses were socially distanced, so they didn't have to.
Did they? Okay, I know some. Maybe it was Universal. I know I've been to theme parks where some face characters.
Universal,
or like Born.
Yeah.
Did they have any entertainment going at all? I mean, other than cavalcades,
like live
shows?
performers, stage shows.
I think Stage Live was running. We didn't go in to see that. There's a couple of like selfie spots. So they have a Star Wars selfie spot at the moment, and when the characters come out, they do a little show. There's also a Marvel selfie spot over in the studios. So those are both inside theaters on the stage. So when the characters come out, they do kind of like the Marvel characters come out and kind of fight each other and that's the extent of it, really. At the moment.
That sounds. I can't wait to go there sometime. Jeremiah's been there. Kyle's been there. Ben, Alex, they've all been there. Oh, and I don't know if Alex has been there. Ben's been there.
I've been to Paris.
You've been to Paris, though. I haven't even been to Europe yet.
It was before there was a Disneyland Paris.
I know you've only been to Tokyo Disneyland. That's just nobody.
But I went back before she was born. It was like a long time ago. So there was no sea. So I'm eager to go back there too. Very fun. Very fun to hear about the things that Disney does all around. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup.
We appreciate very, very much you carrying us over to Paris and letting us see everything reopening there and getting a feel for the new hotel. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
and for sharing it with us. This is your first time writing for LP. Mm-hmm. And our way of saying thank you and compensating you was letting you talk to us live on the air about it. So.
Want the refund.
You should have seen it. We were like not getting home, like back to the hotel after the whole day, and I was like getting at my laptop, like, oh my god, I have to write this article now, but we have to get up at 5 a.m. to go back.
I am so sorry. You did not. You could have waited.
We appreciated it.
But we do appreciate it.
We appreciated it very, very much. We did. And we do.
I was happy to do it.
Honestly, you're now our best theme park writer. No offense to anyone else on the screen.
Thanks, Juby. Appreciate it.
You don't write from theme parks anymore. That's a jab at Rebecca, not Jeremiah, not you, Rebecca.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
You can be offended, Jeremiah.
Did Jeremiah bail on you?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I wouldn't bail without saying goodbye to Edith.
Did you have anything else from our headlines of this week that you wanted to showcase, Mr. Doobie?
Jeremiah, you're our Disney World reporter. Is there anything we should have covered from Disney World that we didn't?
No, I think everything right now, I mean, with the fireworks going, that's kind of the next big thing. As we said a few days ago, cast members that don't have or that are fully vaccinated can be without masks indoors and outdoors. Is at Disney Springs earlier today, and they've pretty much done away with all the exits and entrances, so it's free flowing into all the shops now.
Awesome. Very excited about that. And the Skyliner still has to wear a mask. But
yes, but you're also being put in with other guests in the Skyliner now.
Oh, okay. I'm okay with that. I like to meet people. That's wonderful.
Yes, you do.
I'm happy about
that. Yes, you do.
Cool. I just want to let people know if they'd like to see more of Edith, she is always in the chat of our Disney Trivia Live every Tuesday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. She is hilarious there. It's like she's got her own little show there.
So very fun.
Tune in. That's the only reason we know her is because of the chat from Disney Trivia Live. So make sure you tune in there, always on YouTube, and come join the fun. Edith, since you're here, why don't you give a little testimony to just how good Disney Trivia Live is?
It's definitely trivia sometimes.
Yep.
That's the new quote for the T-shirt. It's
definitely trivia sometimes.
Trivia sometimes.
And if you're having trouble,
great.
have a hint.
Yeah, thank you. I know I'm here with my Diet Coke today doing
every time you show a hint. I want to try it so bad.
Do they not have that down under?
No, I Googled it actually to try and find some, but they just
maybe
don't have it.
Maybe we'll put one in with your magnet.
We'll have to figure out how to ship you some.
The most expensive magnet ever.
It's good. It's the most expensive water ever too. So
there you go. There you go.
Oh, Gio had a question for Jeremiah. Are cucumbers still the big snack in Epcot?
I'm not sure exactly what that means, unless it's the land.
It is exactly. That is exactly what that is.
And that tour has not been brought back. We have heard that there a lot of the VIP tours. One of my close friends, who was a backstage tour guide, just got rehired as a VIP tour guide. So we don't know if backstage tours are coming back anytime soon, but they are trying to bring back people that were on the tour sides.
And I would like to state very clearly that Laughing Place encourages you to please remain seated at all times, as the cast members always tell you, even when things slow down or stop, if they haven't asked you to disembark, stay on the boat.
We also advise you to eat your vegetables. Cucumbers, a wonderful snack.
Especially if it tastes like watermelon.
Do they have cucumbers in Down Under, Edith?
You stop with the Down Under.
That's her name, every trivia. Edith Down Under.
Okay, wait, did you just ask me if we have cucumbers?
Yeah? Is that
You're
a dumb question?
Yeah.
Why? Is
Why
it a
wouldn't
dumb?
we have cucumbers?
I don't know. You don't have strawberries.
What?
Good
You
night,
do have
folks.
strawberries.
Thanks for coming.
In Doobie's world, apparently, you do
Look,
not have
we-
cucumbers or
We
strawberries.
don't have Vegemite, so I don't think it's obscene to think you don't have cucumbers.
Vegemite's not
Vegemite
a
is
fruit
not
or vegetable.
natural.
Vegemite is not natural.
Aren't there some fruits and vegetables that are regional?
Not anymore.
Really? Like jackfruit. That's only at the Land Pavilion.
Theoretically, but not anymore. Everybody can grow just about anything with a hot house or a greenhouse or something else. So no. It's not
Apparently
a
they
thing
have
anymore.
cucumbers Down Under. My bad.
Hey, since we're getting ready to wrap up, I want to tell everybody about this really fun game called Sea of Thieves, A Pirate's Life. I am not a gamer, so I just watch people play it on YouTube. But it is so richly tied, this particular chapter. It's like 5 different adventures, the Pirate's Life chapter of Sea of Thieves. So that's what you can Google on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. And they have elements from the movies and from the attraction, and the way that they brought the attraction portion to life within this game is so much fun. It is so much fun to see the auction scene and to see like you can explore the whole town, and so you're like viewing it from all sorts of different angles. It's quite interesting, and so I am tossing it out there so everybody knows. And like I say, if you're not a gamer or you don't want to invest however much it would be to play Sea of Thieves, A Pirate's Life, go check it out. YouTube, Twitch, there's plenty of people out there playing it, and they're showcasing the fun of that game.
I'm trying very hard to find. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, do you have anything fun about the Disney parks to showcase before we say goodbye?
I was just trying to find fruits that are only available in the United States, and I'm having no success in it. So
It's like
I stand
Googling,
corrected.
do fruit and vegetables exist outside of living with the land?
Right? That's all of Dewey. The only vegetables Dewey eats is when he's at Epcot, and they've been grown by Disney cast members. Otherwise, he won't eat the fruits and vegetables.
Fair enough. I
That's why
support it.
all the cucumbers I eat are shaped like Mickey's head.
Mickey's head, yeah.
And Vegemite's unnatural.
What is it? Have you had Vegemite? Have you had Vegemite?
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's a spread.
What's a good, what's an Irish food that people eat that is not necessarily everywhere?
Doobie, you've been to Raglan Road. Why are you asking these questions?
Yeah.
Bread pudding?
That's like not a thing here. I mean, it is, but it's not.
It's such a pub. It's such a, in America, that is such a, I've gone to this Irish pub, they had bread pudding.
Oh,
and
and
shepherd's
another
pie.
one.
In Ireland, just stew?
So I know all of my friends in the States think that corned beef is like a really big thing in Ireland.
Yeah.
It's really not a big thing in Ireland.
Okay.
At all.
There we go.
Do you eat beans and toast with tomato like they do in England?
Yeah.
That is so bizarre. Okay.
It's
I'm
so
glad we found
good.
something weird. It's beans and toast with tomato.
What is it that potato salad and
Thank you.
And
Thank
ketchup.
you.
A
With
potato
cheese.
salad burrito with cheese and ketchup. He has
Microwave. You gotta microwave it.
and he microwaves it. That's the part nobody
That's the
understands.
worst part.
He microwave
You gotta
potato
melt the
salad
cheese.
in the microwave and then the ketchup.
Gotta
It's
melt the
so
cheese.
disturbing.
Bye, Jeremiah.
So disturbing.
All right, we can close this thing off.
Thank
you
you,
once again,
everyone.
Edith. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Jeremiah, VP of whatever it is this week. And thanks for all the chat. We had a very active chat today. It was fun to see all
I
of
really
that.
appreciate it.
And we'll be back tonight, 7:30, with Disney Movie Club featuring the
Wolfgang.
documentary about Wolfgang Puck, yes, and his forays in the Disney Springs and downtown Disney. So that'll be awesome. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye, Edith.